The Middle East is on edge again. In June 2025, tensions between Israel and Iran exploded into a full-scale military conflict, the deadliest confrontation between two nations in recent history. Israel launched a surprise airstrike campaign targeting Iran's nuclear infrastructure.
The Iranian regime has clearly stated its goal to destroy Israel. We will not sit and wait for its intentions to become actions. This is not just a threat to Israel. A nuclear-armed Iran would pose a grave danger to regional and global stability.
Iranian return unleashed a barrage of missiles, some of which targeted US bases. The world watched in fear, wondering, will this be the beginning of a broader regional war?
Israel says at least 6 people have been killed and a number injured in the latest round of Iranian strikes, adding confusion to an apparent ceasefire agreement.
This wasn't sudden. For years, Israel accused Iran of enriching uranium and developing nuclear weapons in secret. Iran denied it, claiming its program was peaceful. But on June 13, 2025, Israel decided to act.
Israel warned hundreds of thousands of Tehran residents to evacuate a central district of the Iranian capital today as the air campaign it began early Friday morning continued for a 4th day.
Using stealth aircraft and cyber attacks, Israeli forces struck key nuclear sites in Natanz, Fordo, and Isfahan. The attack reportedly killed at least 14 nuclear scientists and engineers, a blow Iran called an act of war. Iran didn't stay quiet. Within 48 hours, hundreds of missiles were fired towards Israeli cities and military bases. Most were intercepted by Israel's Iron Dome and Davis Sling defense system. But some got through. One Iranian missile struck near Beersheba, injuring civilians and nearly eating a hospital. Iran also targeted a US air base in Qatar, raising fears that the conflict could draw in American forces. The human toll was tragic. In Iran, over 600 civilians and military personnel were reported dead, with thousands more wounded as infrastructure collapsed under airstrikes.
Well, Israel's airstrikes on Iran killed more than 600 people during the 12 days of conflict. The attacks caused significant damage to homes and infrastructure.
In Israel, 28 people were killed and dozens wounded. Hospitals overflowed. Electricity grid were hit. Panic gripped both nations as families sheltered in basement and underground bunkers. On June 24, US President Donald Trump, now acting as a special envoy, helped broker a ceasefire. The deal was fragile, and both sides accused each other of minor violations in the hours that followed.
I think they both violated it. I'm not sure they did it intentionally. They couldn't rein people back. I don't like the fact that Israel went out this morning at all, and I'm going to see if I can stop it. So as soon as I get away from you, I'm going to see if I can stop it, okay?
Believe that Iran is still committed?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. You know what? We basically have 2 countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
So, what did Israel achieve? US intelligence officials believe the strike set back Iran's nuclear ambition by several months, possibly longer. Iran's ability to produce enriched uranium was disrupted. Several key scientists were killed, and Iran's long-range missile programs took every damage. But experts warn Israel still has the knowledge. The program can rebuild. Iran threatened to block the Strait of Hormuz, through which 20% of global oil flows. Prices spiked.
The Strait of Hormuz may close, and in fact, oil futures are sinking in reaction to the turmoil in the Middle East, and investors do fear that Iran global shipping via the Strait of Hormuz. Now, that channel is the only way to ship crude oil from the Persian Gulf to the rest of the world. 20% of the world's oil passes through the strait. Any disturbance will have a significant impact on the global economy.
As the dust settles, questions remain. Will Iran rebuild its nuclear program? In secret or in open? Will Israel strike again if diplomacy fails? And will this fragile peace hold or simply delay the next war? For now, the guns are silent. But in the Middle East, silence is often just a pause between storms.
Iran,